When I heard that this film was well received, I had to go check it out for myself. But hey, this being a creature feature, like I needed any real reason to go see this, because being a creature feature, I would have already gone to see it regardless of how well the film was received. This, of course, is the film The Beast, which is a 2022 creature feature movie starring Idris Elba, Ayanna Haley, Charlito Copley, and Leah Jeffries. The movie opens up with, I counted 5, but there might be more. It was obviously in the dark, so it was hard to see. But at nighttime, these group of poachers, they come into the African forest and they're hunting lions because they want to sell their parts on the black market. So they manage to kill all but one of the lions. They get a bunch of females and one male. However, there's still another male that's missing. And so they cautiously start walking through the forest, looking for this other male lion. This is when the lion quickly, and very silently I may add, no screaming, no nothing, no roaring, quickly kills all of the different poachers until one is left standing. He accidentally gets stuck in a snare trap as one of the poachers is running away, but is quickly killed by the unseen lion, and then the lion quickly lunges toward our last remaining poacher, and we get a nice shot of the lion lunging towards the camera with its claws out and its teeth ready to chomp, covered in blood and roaring angrily. We then cut to our main cast of heroes arriving in Africa on a plane, and the kid's mother has just died. His two daughters' mother has died, and they were really close with them. And so the father is trying to do right by his kids. Now, being a single dad, he decides to take them on a family vacation away from the city to the harsh and inhospitable place known as Africa during the summer. How nice. And Nate and the kids arrive in Africa as they wait for their friend Martin to arrive. And once Martin arrives, he takes Nate and the kids to the family lodge. We learn a little bit more about the mother. The mother, when she lived at the lodge, used to be a very, very talented photographer. And she would take pictures of this one particular tree, and she really liked it. The kids often bond over this, and the kids get settled, and the family has dinner. Over dinner, things get heated over an argument about their mom and how Nate apparently wasn't around and hated her. And so everything is heated. The kids go to bed, and Nate and Martin are still up, and they're drinking and talking about life. Obviously, Nate is still very upset about what happened at dinner, and he says that he feels really bad about what happened. And well, yes, they were in a midst of divorce, and that, his wife and him didn't see eye to eye. He still missed her, and he felt bad that she had cancer, and that he was out and that she died all because he wasn't home. And he feels bad, and he understands the kids and why they feel this way. And his friend, Martin, reconsoles him and says that she had cancer and she was always going to die of cancer. There's nothing you could do. You're a good dad. They nod off, and then the next morning they set off for a safari. They meet a local pride of lions, and the kids are really excited about this. However, on their way back, they stumble across a village where Martin says that he is friends with these people and that they are really nice and friendly. However, it is soon discovered that this whole village has been slaughtered by an extremely large lion, as bodies are littered all around a gathering area inside the village, and there is a sole survivor a couple yards away from the village. They find him, but he dies of his wounds, and they are quickly attacked by a large lion. And just before the surviving villager died, he referred to the lion as a devil. So for that namesake, we are going to refer to the lion in the rest of the video as the devil lion. While Nate is trying to use first aid and help this injured villager, Martin goes to try to hunt down this lion and kill it. Unfortunately for him, Nate is killed, presumably, by this large lion as he lets off a few shots at it before it cuts back to Nate. Nate was unable to help this poor injured villager as he died in his arms. As Nate goes to look for his friend Martin. He sees the large lion coming towards him, barreling towards him like a massive semi-truck. The kids tell him to get back in the car, and he barely makes it back to the car. The lion rams into the side of the truck, smashing the windows, and it starts scratching and smashing its head against the windshield of the car. Eventually, because the lion isn't able to get back into the car, it leaves and goes back to Martin. Martin lays amidst a very creepy lair. That apparently this is where the demon tiger lives, or the demon lion, sorry, and it's littered in animal carcasses that haven't been eaten, and they're just sitting there and rotting, and there's all kinds of weird effigies around. The rest of the family tries to escape, but ultimately they crash into a tree that's overlooking a cliff. They find out that Martin is indeed still alive, but badly injured. His legs have been all ripped apart, and he is sitting in the demon lion's lair, dying and bleeding out. The lion has set a trap, expecting the family to come and save him. While the family figures out a way to do that, they try to figure out their resources. They have a radio, and they have several bottles of half-drinking water. Nate ventures out of the smashed truck, trying to trank the lion so that they can escape back to the village. And while this is all happening, Nate's oldest daughter tries to save Martin, and successfully does for some miraculous reason. She manages to drag his broken-legged ass back to the car, and Nate begins to put the pieces together. He states that the presence of poachers within Africa has steadily risen, as they are selling a lot of the lion parts, as there's a great value for them on the black market. He states that after these poachers killed his entire pride, the lion has become vengeful and has become mad with its own taste for revenge, making it into the devil lion we now know it as. So essentially, this lion is extremely pissed off with just humans in general. It hates all humans. Well, man, then you probably shouldn't have wandered too far away from your pride, but you did, and then while you were gone, your pride was ruthlessly murdered by poachers. Maybe we're both in the wrong here. After being tranked, the lion wanders back into the forest and apparently falls asleep. However, much sooner than the trank was supposed to wear off, it wore off. Lion is back for more, and the family is once again stuck inside the smashed truck. Eventually, poachers arrive when night falls, as they have come back to try to get the devil lion. And unfortunately for them, or fortunately for our cast of heroes, however you want to point it, the devil lion comes and it kills them all. It's able to survive being shot multiple times and apparently being unfazed by shotgun shells, and it ruthlessly murders all of them. During all of this chaos, Nate ventures into the swamp, trying to get away from the lion. After quickly making fast work out of all of these poachers, the lion comes for Nate, and eventually loses interest. The lion goes back up to the truck and attacks Martin from inside the truck. Martin is dragged down with the lion into the cliffs below. Obviously, the two kids make it out. However, Martin is not so lucky, and he takes the lion down with him. Lion falls out of the smashed truck and lands hard on the side of the mountain. The truck is pretty banged up now. Martin is barely alive, but Martin uses his last strength to light a lighter as the truck is leaking all of its oil and gasoline. He sacrifices himself to try to kill the lion. The lion is stuck inside the truck while this explosion happens and is killed. The family, with their problems out of the way, they decide to help the eldest daughter who was injured during this struggle. They take her to a old school, which has now become a base camp for poachers, and they try to find something to help fix her arm and her leg. And guess who shows up? Demon Lion is back, and he is pissed. His face, his fur, everything is all scorched. There's blood all over him. He is just beat up. But he is still coming. And this is when Nate realizes that this creature is not going to stop. It's killed so many people. It's killed everybody that it's gone after. It's murdered. It's murdered Martin. And, it's coming for us next. And who else could it kill? So he quickly makes a decision to lock his kids inside the school and go after the demon lion. He gets the demon lion to chase him into the mountains, and he makes it over to where this pride of lions that Martin and his friend showed the kids earlier in the day. So he goes over to this pride. He goes right out in front of the pride. A demon lion comes barreling after him and tackles him to the ground. He takes his knife out and starts stabbing the lion and slicing at the lion, and it's just a gruesome fight. The lion is just brutally attacking him, punching him. Like, the lion is literally punching him and biting him and scratching him until finally the lions come down off of their rock, the two male lions that are protecting the pride, and they intervene. They start slowly skulking down off of the rock, and they see this struggle happening between Nate and the demon lion, and they recognize Nate from earlier, and so they barrel towards the demon lion. Both of these two lions start grabbing the demon lion. They drag him away from Nate, and they start just gang bashing him, throwing him around like a rag doll and slamming him against the ground repeatedly. The demon lion actually gets the two lions off of him several times, but they come back more violently, and it almost seems like the demon lion was literally just trying to get away from the lion so he could continue fighting with Nate. However, the other lions wouldn't let that happen, and eventually Martin's friend, the guy that introduced Nate and his kids to these pride of lions, shows up and finally lends the finishing blow to the demon lion, killing him instantly with a shotgun to the head. Nate wakes up in the hospital. His kids are so happy that he's alive. They take a picture in front of Nate's wife's favorite tree that is in Africa, and that's the end of the movie. They're fine. Everything's okay. Unfortunately, Nate has to walk with a cane because his legs were so badly beat up from his fight with Demon Lion. But ultimately, it's a good movie. Nate gets closer to his kids, and they bond over this very traumatic experience. But let me know what you guys thought about this movie, The Beast. It's a pretty cool movie. Definitely, I enjoyed it, and I say it lives up to what people said it was. It's a nice creature feature movie with a murderous lion. It's pretty cool. I mean, definitely, I gotta say it's better than what came before it, which was Uncaged, which was about a killer lion in London, like an actual city. This is more like in the wild, but the Uncaged was in the city. So hey, these are pretty cool movies. If you want to see lions killing people in the wild, this is your movie. If you want to see lions killing people in the city, Uncaged is more of your thing. But definitely, I think that this is a far more superior movie compared to Uncaged. But let me know what you guys think all about this in the comments below. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video. Do take care and have a great night. I'll see you in the next video.